Good morning, it's Gary back from G&H Honey Bees. It is August 15th, 2021, and once again we're back up to the fireweed area to check on the bees. But just looking around here, and you can see the fireweed is all starting to go to seed. These are like almost like dandelions. Have a little fluffy seed head on them. There's still some pink up there, so the season here is just about over with. So let's have a look over here. There's the colonies. There are some bees flying. I can hear them fanning. There's activity here already. It's only like 8:45 in the morning. It's about 15 degrees. So what I want to do today is that second box there that's only got 2 boxes on it, and I'm going to add a third box to it because when I was up here last week, it had built out quite a bit of population, so I want to get a third box on there so that they have a bit more space and they can store up some more food for winter. And I'm just going to have a quick look in here. I haven't looked in the hive 3 over there on the far side on the right for a couple of weeks. She was laying, and so I got to have a quick look in there too, and see if she's shooting blanks or if she's making some good brood. And then the other two, the big hives here, the 2 tall ones, I got to check them for harvestable honey, and then we'll get that taken off and put some fresh frames in there for them. And yeah, so let me get suited up and get the gate open and my equipment ready, and we'll be off to the races. All right, back in a minute. All right, so this is hive 1, and they might be running short on nectar to collect already, because these frames, the center frames seem to be okay. I'll show you one here. That's full of nectar. They got some of it capped. It's got some weight to it. Same on that side. Next frame is exactly the same. And I think I'm just going to leave them to their business. But I noticed that these 4 outside frames are kind of light, whereas before they were full of nectar and honey. So I don't know if they're starting to use it up because there's not as much to gather, or what. But that's all I'm gonna do, is I just want to have a quick look in them and see. And so I'm just going to close this one up, and then we'll open hive 2. All right, back in a minute. All right, so let's get the inner cover out of here. I think got that glued down pretty good. Oh yeah, good population in here. Just have a look at maybe this outside frame. This is, I want to add another box to this colony so that they can store away some more honey, so I don't have to feed them as much. But yeah, that's full. And drawn out quite wide. That's the outside frame. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. That'll be good for the winter. This next frame, that's completely capped too. So I'm just going to leave that in there, and we'll get another box on there and then close them up. Now there are 3 brand new frames in here. I hope there's enough resources left in the fireweed so that it'll prompt them to draw them out. If not, then I'll have to find some other frames to get in there. Well, back in there. Alright, let's get the lid back on this one. There, that one's done. So we'll go over to hive 3 here. You can see a good number of bees down in the top there. Get the top off of this. Wonder if I shouldn't have brought another box for this one, but wow. They even got that on there tight. There. Well, they're just in the middle. So let's have a look and see what kind of brood's in here. There's a bit of honey in that one. A little bit on that side. There's honey on this next frame. Yeah, there's not a terribly big population in here because they were kind of late to the party with getting a new queen. Well, that's all honey. Good, good. That's honey. What I see if I can get this one out. This is where the majority of the bees are holding out. Oh yeah, there's brood here. You can see the brood, honey pattern around the outside. Fresh eggs in those cells. And again on this side, good brood pattern. And there's some new grubs and fresh eggs in those cells. So they are growing slowly. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And that's all I'm going to do with them. Just gonna button them back up and excuse me. Yeah, that's looking good. After 2 queen failures, this third one seems to be the answer, so I'm liking it, and we're just going to let them do the thing. So I'll be back when we get the other boxes open here. Alright, so this is hive 4. This is also a new queen this year. And we're getting a good population build up. There is some nectar in there. Yeah, I'm getting sticky already. Another good reason to wear rubber gloves. Lots of nectar in there. Come on, get off the tool. Yeah, lots of nectar in there, honey, and they're starting to cap a little bit of it. So this top box is nothing. I can see this next frame here is pretty much the same. So I'm going to lift this box off and set it over there. There for a minute. And see how they're doing in this honey super. Come on, girls. Okay, not much going on there. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Just nectar on the outside of that one. It's full of nectar. These girls were off to a bit of a slow start as well, because they wanted to swarm, and I took the queen out and a bunch of bees and put them in another box, which eventually ended up failing anyway. But they've raised a nice new queen, and so the population is rebuilding again in this box. So I don't think there's going to be anything I can harvest out of this colony at this time. I'm just going to put them back in. So I'm just going to close them up, leave them, and we'll get into the big box here. Okay, we're in the high five, and let's have a look. Looks good. Nice and dark in the middle. Looks like some fresh stuff on the ends there. See how dark that center? That's good honey in there. But down on the ends it's real light and still pretty shiny. I could use my tester on it, I suppose, but they're starting to cap this over, so maybe I'll start taking some of this out. This stuff is a lot lighter, but they are starting to draw the caps over the tops of it. You can just see the cells. They're starting to close them over, so they're getting ready to cap this off. So I'm going to do a quick test on this one. Get some of the stickiness off my hands. And take my swizzle stick. Just put that on the lens. The air bubbles out. And that's at just a little over 15% water. So that's pretty good. I'm going to take that. Just clean up my machine there. So that's pretty good. That's 15%. That's good honey. I'll just shake the bees off, use my brush for the rest of them. Come on out of the cell. Come on, out, out, out. So I'm going to proceed through this box and the next box down. No sense in filming the whole thing because it'll make it really long. So I'll be back when I get a lot of this done. Alright? Alright folks, that's it for another trip. I've gone through Hive 5, the big one. Got 24 frames of honey out of it. And I've taken one honey super off the top there and added a fourth 10 frame box so they can fill that for winter food. And there should be enough fireweed left here for them to be able to do that in the next week or so. And everything's looking real good. Get around here. We got bees flying. It's overcast again, and I think we're getting some more smoke from the forest fires. Bees were actually pretty good today. They didn't go crazy or nothing because the smoke isn't quite down at this level. It's way up in the clouds still. So anyway, I'm going to put the fence on, and I'm going to head up the road a bit, and then we'll get another shot of the hillside here, show you what it looks like. All right, back in a bit. Oh, I didn't show you. There's my totes. I got 3 totes. They carry 8 frames each. These are just spare frames, and this honey super I took off the Hive 5. So there's nothing in those, but these are all full. You're probably wondering why I carry them in totes, and if you can see, there's a small level of honey in the bottom of that. I don't want honey dripping all over my car, so I take them out of the boxes and putting them in these totes, and that keeps all the stickiness out of the car for most part. So I'll be back in a minute. So here we are up near the top of the roundabout that we have to go down. You can still see there's probably a week's worth left on some of these stalks. Some of them have got a little ways to go yet. For the most part, they're starting to go to seed, such as that one. And I'd like to get some of that seed, but it's kind of wet today. It must have been foggy up here overnight. But anyway, the goldenrod has started. And we have this Pearly Forever, whatchamacallit plant. Part of the sunflower family anyway. So, but you can see down the hill there, it's still got some pink to it, but not as vibrant as it was when it was all the fireweed was in full bloom. And it's kind of overcast, so you're not going to be able to see the straights down there today. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to head home and we'll start extracting some of this. And we'll catch you again on the next video. I really appreciate you watching. And thanks for watching. And give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Alright, bye for now.